Day here in the Fitzgerald neighborhood. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Mark Hardwick. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of First Merchants Corporation and First Merchants Bank. And I'm fired up about these comments, the team that's here to represent First Merchants and to celebrate this amazing groundbreaking. And I want to thank everyone for the amazing turnout. So, you know, if you think about this whole process, what it does for me, it just creates so much pride in who First Merchants is and what we stand for. All the way from the process of having community advocacy group meetings to talk about the needs assessment that was in this community, evaluating the banking desert that existed and how we could step in and make a difference, to the ribbon cutting or the groundbreaking that we had about a year ago. It was a very windy day. And now to the ribbon cutting and all that has transpired in between. It's really been exciting, and I hope you can enjoy some of these pictures to just see the work that's been done. The thing that I left the groundbreaking from was Councilwoman Callaway. And she had so much fire and energy for this project, and she said, "We want to make you number one, the best banking center in your entire footprint." And First Merchants is yeah. And that's a tall task. We have 110 banking centers in 3 states, and the company's $18 billion in total assets, loans and deposits, et cetera. And so I love that, and we wanted to take you up on it. And when I think about how this branch could be number one, for me, it's all about being an advisor of choice to this community, a trusted advisor of choice. And our tagline is helping you prosper. And when we tested that tagline, we did facial kind of response software. And when we used the tagline, we were testing a bunch of different ones. But when we said helping you prosper, everyone's facial response was curiosity. And I just thought, man, if we're going to have a marketing campaign and we're going to spend millions of dollars on a campaign with a tagline that creates curiosity, I'm all in. And so I hope all of you are curious about what's next. I have so much pride, and to help make this the largest banking center in our footprint, we came up with a pretty innovative strategy. It's not something that we do everywhere. And it's we've got flyers, they're out, you may have seen one, but it's exciting. If you open a checking account, if you trust us to be your primary banking center, your primary branch, and you open a checking account with your direct deposit, your payroll coming in, we put $500 in your account on day one. But the cool thing we also did is we're putting $500 into a neighborhood fund, the Fitzgerald Home Improvement Fund. And so that money's going to build and accumulate, and then we're going to accept grants. We're going to look at grant requests and make decisions of how to help this neighborhood revitalize the homes that are in it with the money that we're able to contribute. You know, even without having a physical branch here, we've made great progress. And I have a list of a few of our accomplishments. We've made nearly $25 million in Detroit community development loans already. We've already contributed $360,000 in community impact contributions throughout the community. And we've given $200,000 in down payment assistance loans for, it doesn't have to be first-time home buyer, but they're homes in this community where we're helping with a down payment so that someone can get into a home, which is exciting stuff. And as a company, throughout our entire footprint, we did over $2.2 million in down payment assistance contributions last year. It's exciting stuff, and it just repeats year after year. We even have over 1,000 volunteer hours, which is amazing. Our team has been assembled for a period of time, and they're drawing on the over 2,000 employees that we have inside First Merchants to help make a difference in the communities that we serve. So it's exciting stuff. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to somebody that's pretty special to me, Kevin Johnson. Kevin is the CEO of the Detroit Economic Development Corporation. And Kevin is also a director of our board. here at First Merchants on our holding company board. It was exciting. We met like 4 years ago at a 4th of July party, and he just stuck out in my mind at that party that that's the guy I want on our board. And we were able to make it happen. And so, Kevin, thank you for being part of this journey and for helping us find the right location and to get to this point today. So.
Well, hey, Detroit. What up, though? Listen, this is obviously a very important investment that First Merchants Bank has made in our community. We were looking at when was the last time a branch, I didn't say a bank, just a branch, has decided to put shovels in the dirt, put a building on that dirt, and serve the community in a way that totally impacts how we grow this neighborhood and how we grow our city. That's the kind of commitment that First Merchants Bank has made. That's what we live by. Thank you. But there are really a couple points I want to make, and then we'll get to the fun part, which is I love ribbon cuttings. It means the beginning of the beginning, right? What we want to do, and what this bank is committed to do, is increase access to the resources. Resources meaning financial resources. One of the limiting factors in what we do in growing communities is we have financial resources that we need. Nothing in life is free, and nothing will change unless we put resources behind it. And this bank has decided that this is a place that they're going to do that. Number two, economic development. Now, it's in my title. It's what I do every day. But economic development means that corporations invest in communities that invest in themselves. So as inconvenient as traffic patterns are and road construction is and infrastructure investments is, companies won't come to a town. And trust me, I've worked in 5 states, and Atlanta being the most recent. But corporations have more confidence when they see that communities are investing in themselves. And this is one of those types of investments that corporations, large and small, want to see. We also want to signal more increased investment through property values. You've read multiple times that for the first time in over 60 years that Detroit is seeing a population increase. First time, right, Deputy Mayor? In 60 years. Well, you know, with more people need more services. And that's what this is. This is more services. In the area you can find it. You don't have to go downtown to go cash a check. You come right out your front door, make a left, make a right, and maybe, just maybe, you'll land here. And community development. Mark just told you about the types of investments that this bank is making in community development. And at the end of the day, it's about community. It's not about all the other things you read about regarding the sports teams. It's about neighborhood investment. A city that's living and breathing has strong neighborhood development. So Detroit is a city from the inside out and from the outside in. Show me a city that has poor neighborhoods, I'll show you a poor city. You show me a city that has rich, vibrant neighborhoods, I'll show you a rich and vibrant city. And that's what Detroit is, that's what it was, and that's what it'll continue to be. So thank you for the investment, Mark. Thank you to my First Merchants family. We look forward to seeing when the next one. That's Mike Duggan right there. When you build the next one, right? With that, I'd like to introduce Deputy Mayor Malia Howard, who is fabulous. And I was just talking to her about how much time she spends doing other stuff, but we'll get through it. Deputy Mayor Malia Howard.
Okay, great afternoon. Ooh, I see a bunch of faces in here I know, aside from city folks. So, my name, again, Malia Howard, Deputy Mayor for the City of Detroit. I am not going to give you a conventional, I got talking points, but I'm not doing that. I feel the space I occupy. And so I am a sucker for a good catchphrase. But first, I got to say thank you to Merchant Bank for not only your expansion in the city, but for you, Ms. Artina, your involvement in the city. Right? My moniker is neighborhood busybody. I live by that. I breathe it. It is the reason why you see me standing here as deputy mayor. I didn't become deputy mayor because of whatever. I'm a neighborhood busybody. And so in being that, I am my grandmother. I do sit at the kitchen table and look out the front window and make sure nobody's on my grass. But in saying that, I was the Don in District 5. I do come from campaigns. I come from community, and as the major projects manager, this is all I do, is developments. Now, granted, it's not the bank on the corner. It's usually housing developments or skyscrapers or things of that nature, factories. But this is where it matters. And so that's why I'm going to spend a few seconds talking about the fact that helping you prosper. So again, I'm a sucker for a catchphrase. That means more than what you think, especially in this city, right? So we have had growth in population in our city for 2 consecutive years, if not more, but we're not gonna fight with the census no more. Mayor still is, but I'm not. But that growth means something. That means that between the mayor's office and city council, between community members, we've done the work. DEGC, making sure that we've got the businesses that we need. We've done the work that allows people to move here, that allows people to have confidence in our cities, and allows businesses to know that we are open for business and that we want to see you here. We want you to come because business, when it comes, we've had roughly about $1 billion, if not more, of investment in this city from businesses. That's tens of thousands of jobs. And inside those tens of thousands of jobs are people moving here into rehabbed and new affordable housing to rebuild some of our historic neighborhoods like Fitzgerald, but also it brings an extra layer of community. And so, Ms. Artina, I want to thank you for that. But it also brings generational wealth, right? Generational transformation. So you being here on this corner means more than what you think, and helping you prosper means more than what you think, especially to us. Yes. It's serious for us. This is something that we live, breathe every single day, that no Detroiter is lost. And I always steal the mayor's catchphrase, but he glossed over this, but I gleamed on it. One day he was giving a press conference and he was like, "We are one Detroit." And I don't even think it was at a press conference. I think he was just talking to us. And I was like, we are one Detroit. And so I leave off with everything on that. We are one Detroit. And so now you, please continue your expansion into our city. I live on the east side, and I always lead with that. I live on the east side, so all day. We need a branch on the east side. So think about those things as you continue to move and grow. But Ms. Artina, I'm sorry because I ramble on, but I really want to get back to you. Thank you. Thank you. Because, and I want to say this for your community advisory board, Ms. Baldridge, Ms. Beasley Hall, and Ms. Smith, thank you. Thank you for being on that advisory. Thank you for being the voice of Fitzgerald. But far too many times, we have to kind of, poke and prod businesses. And we poke and prod a lot, right? But you didn't. You took the initiative. Before your building was even built, you took the initiative and you stood on that. And I appreciate that. And I know this community appreciates you for that. So I'm gonna stop. But I thank you all for being here this day. It's truly important. And it's just meaningful for me. So with that, I want to bring up our illustrious and honorable District 2 Council Member Angela Calloway. I want to say this because y'all might not know this about Council Member. Council Member, I used to be her district manager in District 5 when she ran the Women's Commission. not the Women's Commission, the Women's Association, the Detroit Women's Association. And let me tell you something, it is historic, and she will talk to you about this. For women in this audience and men, because we know y'all support us. The work that she did at that organization to uplift and uphold women in this city was phenomenal. And I do also want to say, because I've said it so many times publicly, but I'm gonna say it again. We would not have we have a newly installed Women's Commission, mayoral appointment, but it is from Councilmember Calloway that we have that. She drafted an ordinance to create it. Jessica Parker, one of our group executives, sits on that board. And I just want to continue to uplift her in this space, publicly and privately, because she is here for us, and I just appreciate her. So thank you. Hugs and love. We gonna kiss. No. I love you too.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deputy Mayor. And good afternoon, everyone. I am Detroit City Councilwoman Angela Whitfield Calloway, and I represent this district as District 2. Yes. And I always say this, the most vibrant, the most diverse, the most beautiful district in all of the city of Detroit. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth anyhow. Okay, so I heard a couple things here today, and I have very, very brief remarks. Mark, we accept your offer. So a contract, just using my little law degree, a contract has a couple of components. One, you know it, offer, and there we go. So we accept your offer to help make us more prosperous. So we have a binding agreement. So he's going to help us make us more prosperous, because you know what we're going to do after we leave here? You're going to follow me, and we're going to open up our bank accounts today. Yes, we are. You're going to open it with whatever you have, because my commitment to you, Miss Artina and Jamie and the First Merchants team, we said last year we're going to make this the #1 branch. I know you got 144, is that correct? 110. Moving to 144. I was thinking about, okay, I know why I had 144 on the brain. That was Shador Sanders. He was drafted in the 5th round. He thought he was going in the 1st round, but he actually went in the 5th round, and he was number 144. So that's where that came from. But good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to District 2. I'm so excited. We're already partners. We thank you, Kevin, for luring him and making this property available to him. You are in the best neighborhood. I promise you that. I promise you that. And I am a woman of my word. And this branch, Miss Artina, who lives in District 2? And you don't have to be in District 2 to open your account at this branch. But look around. Look around. Raise your hands real high. Look at that. That's your District 2 family. We're going to start it off. And then even if you don't live in District 2, I'm encouraging you to make this bank branch #1. We have to do that. They said, what good can come from Detroit? This right here is representative of that. We're going to make this branch #1, and you have my commitment. We are going to go door to door. We're going to pack out that ice cream social. We're going to have wonderful activities right on this parking lot, because I'm going to help you. I have to keep my word. So congratulations, Miss Artina and Jamie, wherever you are. Yes, I see you. I see you. Yep, Jamie over there. And over here, we had a wonderful time during Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, Mark, what they did. I'm going to take my seat. We helped I don't know how many needy families during Thanksgiving. We gave them a call at the last minute, and they came out to the Palmer Park office, my district office, and had a handful of gift cards, and I made sure that the families came in. They could not just get the gift card and leave. Did they leave? No. They stayed. We engaged them. And so I want to thank you again. I'm looking forward to all the other things that we're going to do together besides making this bank branch #1. God bless each and every one of you, and thank you for being here.
My name is Artina Packnett. I'm the branch manager here of the Detroit Fitzgerald branch for First Merchants Bank. I want to thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate the ground opening as well as our ribbon cutting of our newest location. But this is more than just a celebration of a new location. It's a celebration of partnership, community, and purpose. I want to begin by thanking our leadership team and our bank family for their unwavering support. Your confidence in this vision and in this neighborhood made today possible. To our community partners and local organizations, thank you for walking alongside us. We are excited to build something lasting, rooted in service and impact. To our clients and our neighbors, thank you for your trust. We're honored to serve this community and committed to making your financial journey stronger every step of the way. And of course, I have to take a moment to recognize my incredible team that brings the branch to life every day. So please join me in acknowledging my team. We have Denise Hill. Nicole Reeves. Tanea Tate. And Kendra Wheeler. Thank you. So these women are not only skilled professionals, but they are passionate, committed, and deeply connected to the community. I could not ask for a better team. Thank you guys so much. I'd also like to recognize my partners that also work out of my branch, Tangela Cole and David Watkins. Is that Tangela in the back, David Watkins? Thank you guys for your continued support. Next, I'd like to recognize a very special group of people, the members of our Community Advisory Board. So as many of you know, we've conducted several listening sessions to better understand what is important to you regarding financial wellness, as well as what you're looking for in the neighborhood community bank. These individuals will play a vital role helping us to continue to understand the needs, hopes, and priorities of the people we serve. Their insights and partnerships are invaluable, and we're so grateful to have their guidance as we move forward. So I'd also like to recognize our Community Advisory Board members, Terkesa Baldridge from Mary Grove Conservancy. Stand up. We also have LaShanta Smith from Billion Detroit. And we also have Dr. Sonia Beasley Hall at Wellsprings, Detroit. We also have internal community advisory board members as well, Laura Castone, and Mike Irvin. I'm not sure if he's here. Nope, there's Mike. Together, this team and this community make this branch more than just a building. It's a space for connection, for progress, and for belonging. And as a reflection of our ongoing commitment to the Fitzgerald community and to also being your bank, we're proud to support the work of our partners, not just with presence, but with purpose. So now I'd like to transition into a very important part of today's festivities. So could representatives from these following organizations just kind of make your way forward to the stage? Live 6 Alliance, West McNichols Business Association, Brilliant Detroit, the Detroit Boys Mentoring Club, as well as Higginbotham Community Fund. All right, so today, somebody want to hold this? All right, so today we will further invest in the Detroit through these organizations with a total gift of $77,500. These partners are doing incredible work, and we want to continue partnering with them as they help people prosper. So please give it up. These people do the hard work. All right, well, that's it. Thank you so much. It'll probably come ACH. You're doing amazing. Oh, thank you, Martina. All right. So our final activity today is officially the final ribbon cutting ceremony. So all the dignitaries, we want to meet out front and do the ribbon cutting ceremony. After the ribbon cutting ceremony, that ends our formal festivities today, but please feel free to enjoy the food and networking as we move forward. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for your support and your support in days to come. Thank you all so much.